guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Trisha. For those that are new, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. Today I want to do a little experiment and I want to take you along on this journey. I have been inspired by these wavy bowls that I have been seeing on Pinterest. A lot of stores are selling them. I'll put it up on the side. As you can see, the prices are not that affordable. So I feel like that's something that I could create. I already had some resin. If you have been following me for a while, you know I have done several resin projects in the past. So I already have resin. And if you already have resin, you can save money by, making your own wavy bowls. But if you don't and you plan on doing multiple projects using resin, I say go for it. For this wavy bowl, I want to do an interesting technique of using tissue paper with resin and see how that turns out. In my head, it works out. I just need to implement it to see what it actually turns out to be like, right? So let's go ahead and dive right in and cross our fingers it works out. Okay, let's first tear up the tissue paper. You can use any color or style of your choosing. I wanted to use a different style of tissue paper, but it has not arrived, so I'm going to use this tissue paper instead. And here's what it should look like afterwards. You want to use at least 3 sheets. Next, we'll need to mix the resin together. This particular resin calls for me to mix equal parts. There are a lot of great resin brands out there, so choose the one that works best for you. Let's pour part A into a measuring cup. Part A is usually the one that has the thicker consistency. Next, pour in part B into the other cup. Now that we have part A and part B, I'm going to use a bigger container to mix it all in. And what we're going to do using the silicone spoon is pour in both parts. After I thought about it, it's probably easier just to pour in part A in the larger container first and then pour part B from the measuring cup. Now we'll need to stir it up for 4 minutes. For the mold, I decided to use this large geo tray. It's about 16 inches in diameter. This is also great to use to create a serving tray as well. Also, please wear gloves for this project, as well as protect your work surface. Working with resin can be quite messy. Let's pour the resin into the mold and spread it around. Then add in the tissue paper. We want to make sure it's submerged in the resin. If you notice, I don't have enough resin to cover the entire area, so I'm going to mix another cup together off camera. The resin should completely fill the inside of the mold. Right now, I'm moving the tissue paper around to make sure there's not a lot of gaps. I waited about 3 hours for the resin to start to harden. At this point, you should be able to touch it and it still be flexible, not completely hard. Then I placed the mold and resin in a large bowl to create the wavy bowl look that I was going for. You may need to place a small weight on the inside to hold it down. If you do decide to do this, place a piece of plastic underneath the weight so it does not stick to the resin. I left the resin alone overnight in the bowl so it can completely harden. Once it did, I took it out and peeled away the mold. Now I'm going to finish the bowl by adding metallic gold to the lip of the resin. Okay, let's check out the results. Oh my goodness, y'all, we found a new technique. I am so pleased with the end result. So if there's a project that I have shared with you that you have been inspired to do, you know, you can share photos and videos with me on Instagram. My handle is @Designs by Trisha. I would love to see it, as well as share it with other people if that's okay with you. If you have any questions or comments, just drop it in the comment section below. I would love to connect with you. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, try watching this one.